Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing another installment in the Luxury Will I Buy It series. But here on my channel, we like to add a little French twist. So for collections we want, we say oui. And for collections we don't want, we say non merci. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So as many of you know, I now have an online beauty consulting service, which is where you get to chat with me one-on-one and really pick my brain and ask me any beauty related questions you might have. Some people like to go over the collections they already own and just ask questions about that, or some people have questions about buying new products. But the benefit of my service is you don't get the added sales pressure that's found in a store. So to book the appointment, click the link in the description box down below. Okay, so Will I Buy It a Luxury Edition? Let's talk about new and upcoming beauty releases and talk about what we're going to spend our money on. I'm going to list down below the Instagram accounts that I used to do my research today. And if you want to follow them, I highly encourage you because it's nice to be in the know about what's coming out on the horizon. So the first Instagram account here is Voss Makeup, and they have a new release here from Chanel, and this is the Chanel No. 5 100-year anniversary. So the date that I am publishing this video, I believe this collection will already be available online. I think that this will be an online exclusive. So as stated, this is the 100-year anniversary. I thought we would see this for the holiday season, but we were seeing this in the summer. And everything here is bath and body related to No. 5. The packaging, I think, looks exquisite. I love it. I love the minimalist, simple No. 5, black and white. I think it looks vintage and also somehow nautical. In my mind, just the aesthetic, it looks absolutely stunning. So we have a body cream that comes in a tube here. This is all going to be scented or perfumed No. 5, so a body cream. Then we have shower gel that comes in this, looks like a metal container here with these little triangle pockets here of shower gel, which is so convenient, you know, if you travel. Hopefully, knock on wood, we get to travel in the future. These little triangle things of shower gel would be good for like weekend getaways, you know, just bringing a couple with you. And this all looks like collector's items to me. I think this is going to be extremely limited edition. Like, I don't think it's going to be around for very long, like first come, first serve. I wouldn't be shocked if you can only buy 1 or 2 items of each at a time. Sometimes they do restrictions, like you can't just buy 50 of each one because sometimes people try to sell them online. I just think that if you like No. 5, if you've been waiting for this collector's series, do not hit snooze. From what I'm told, June 29th is the date that this is going to start rolling out online. So click refresh and sign up online. I think they have like subscription lists specifically for this here, so just be on the lookout. To me, this looks like metal. I could be wrong, but it looks like it's going to be a metal canister. This I would keep. You could put flowers in it. It looks beautiful. And then we have this body lotion. I'm kind of surprised. This one here just looks like a plastic pouch. I was hoping there would be some sort of like container, like a glass bottle maybe, that you could like pour it into. But you know, No. 5, this is a body lotion, sort of like more thin and less thick than the body cream we saw earlier. And then we have these bath tablets. I love a bath. I love a bubble bath. And I have the Chanel Chance. These are the bath tablets here. They came out in the spring, so you have these individual bath tablets here. So this looks like that, but No. 5. And again, it looks like that metal canister that we saw earlier with this shower gel, and it looks beautiful. For me, I don't know what I'm gonna get. I kind of want a little bit of all of them. I think it looks really pretty. I love a bath. This would be a beautiful decoration in the bathroom. These would all be amazing gifts. And then the last one is the body oil number 5. Something about this kind of makes me look, it looks like some sort of like mechanic, like car oil or something. I think it's like the long spout on top. It looks very vintage. I love it. I don't know what I'll get. I'm thinking the bath tablets because I love bath so much. Maybe the body oil or the body cream, or maybe all of it. I don't know. I think it all looks phenomenal. I cannot wait to see it online and in person. I will be certain to post about it here, and especially a lot on Instagram. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I highly recommend that you do. Anyway, this number 5 100-year anniversary is a definite oui for me. Yes, 100%. Now switching over to Macchia magazine, they have sneak peeks of the Chanel fall collection. I know it's like barely July, but we have some sneak peeks here of the fall collection. Now, this to me is how you do a fall release. I love all the colors that I'm seeing. I know I've stated in the past that I do not want to see more red or pink eyeshadow, but I think the balance here, because we do see some red, but we see red in the nail polish, in the lipstick, and we do see one red liquid shadow and one liner. But overall, we're seeing grays, we're seeing green. This looks like fall foliage to me, and I just think it looks fabulous. So here we clearly do not have a eyeshadow palette or a quad. This could just be a sneak peek of some of the fall release. I don't know if this is it completely, but I think it looks gorgeous. The nail polishes, all of them look beautiful. I love those deep colors for fall. They look beautiful, and I love the Chanel liquid eyeshadows. I'm so happy to see more of these shades here. I love all 4 of the colors. I think for me, instantly, I would go for the more khaki green and the gray. It just looks different. I don't often use gray, especially for fall. I think more like warm tones, but a gray could work for fall. And you know what? I might even enjoy this burgundy shade. I think the less red and pink eyeshadow I see from Chanel, the more I'm going to appreciate it. So if this is the only hue of red eyeshadow I see for fall, I will be very happy. The only liquid eyeshadow that I'm not like wowed by is maybe the gold one, only because I think I associate gold more with summer warmer colors, but I think they all look great. I cannot wait to see some swatches. And then we have those like Stylo contour. Those are the ones that are like half liner, half eyeshadow, just depending on how you wear them. So I don't have swatches of those, but it looks like it's following like a khaki green, a gray, a burgundy color. It seems to be following the same sort of hues as the liquid shadows and also the nail polishes. So I'm certain these will be beautiful as well. I guess these are little swatches here at the bottom with the numbers. It's kind of hard to see exactly what these look like. I mean, you get like a sort of hint of what these might look like. I'm excited for actual human skin swatches. The lipsticks look lovely. I like the light peach and then the darker, more bricky red, perfect for fall. And then the nail polishes. I'm a big nail polish fiend. These all look so beautiful to me. This looks like a beautiful fall collection. It makes me look forward to cold weather, but you know, with an asterisk. I'm willing to wait several months before it gets colder. I'm certain that the fall release will come out months earlier. Usually the fall release comes out in like August. So we might see these soon, or we might see them a bit later. There's been some like funky date releases this year because of everything that's been going on in the world. So this is something to look forward to. I just think it looks so beautiful. Ugh, I love this one. Let me know what you think. This for me is a big oui. I won't get every single item, but I definitely will get several of these colors here. Okay, I just had to do like a little Chanel stretch there, but back to Voss magazine. They have a compact here, a foundation compact from Dolce and Gabbana. So everything that is written here, I had to put into Google Translate. So from what I understand, this is a glossy skin cushion. It's supposed to be hydrating, natural. That is something that I enjoy. I love skin that looks like skin. I love dewy, glossy, glowy. This packaging looks beautiful. It makes me think of tiles. It just looks so extra and so intricate. The issue that I have with Dolce & Gabbana makeup is that I have very limited access to it here in Canada. I think the only places I could buy it from are possibly through Harrods online and maybe Selfridges. I don't have access to an actual counter, so that's the only thing that's made me hesitate in purchasing Dolce & Gabbana makeup, just like no access to it. But I think this looks beautiful. I hope it's a great foundation. This will probably be a Non Merci for me in theory, but like or in practicality, I will not actually purchase this, but I think that it looks beautiful. I think it looks so ornate and like a beautiful decoration piece for your vanity. And if it's a lightweight, glossy, glowy foundation, that's definitely something that I enjoy. Okay, moving on to a new profile here on Instagram. This is Tavia at Chic Profile Official, and this is the Glam release for fall. So I know it's so early, but we are seeing sneak peeks for the next release. This is Glam, and this entire collection I think looks so beautiful. This is the Rouge Velvet Matte collection and the new cases here. I love these cases. They look so beautiful. I think I will buy the cases. I don't know if I will buy those specific lipsticks or just the cases. Something about this makes me think of fall and London. Like, it just makes me think of fall and the UK in general. All the plaid, all the patterns, is that like houndstooth? It just, to me, evokes like a fall cozy season, and it makes me think of being in London, and it's just, oh, it's taking me to like a fantasy world, and I just love all of this. The lipsticks here, the Rouge Velvet Matte, I'm sure that they are lovely. I may just get one or two of these cases and use it with one of the lipsticks I already own. I love it. I think the two red plaids, I think they're plaids, like the ones, yeah, the plaid, I guess. Those two I think look gorgeous. And then on the bottom, I like the pattern. I think the only two cases that I'm not a huge fan of are just the solid colors for me personally. I love the patterns. So I think all four of those patterned, either black and white or red and white, look so beautiful. It's just giving me fall in London, and I am ready for that fantasy. This is a big oui for me. I currently only own one of the Guerlain cases, so I may just invent a need and excuse for myself and buy a couple of those cases. All right, moving on to some more fall releases. We have here the NARS Climax for fall 2021. So here we have a new liquid eyeliner. It looks like it's felt tip. It looks black. I am not a huge liquid liner person. I have hooded eyes, and one of my eyes is more hooded. So liquid liner and like the winged liner is not really for me, but it looks great. It looks super black and super pointed as well. Sometimes, like, I do have liquid liners, and sometimes I just use them as like a line. I don't necessarily do the wing with them. And so this might be a purchase for me. I mean, probably not. It's just not really my jam, but the NARS products that I do have, I really enjoy. So hopefully this will be just as good. And I really love the Climax mascara. It's a really good one. So hopefully the liner will be just as good. And then we also have a 9 shadow palette. Some of the colors, like the center dark khaki green, looks really pretty. Like that to me looks like a very fall color. And I like the lighter, looks like more metallic colors. And there's also like, it looks like a metallic or satin finish blue shadows. This looks pretty. I'm not sure because I usually prefer 4 or 5 shadow palettes. 9 is like a stretch for me. I know some people buy like 40 eyeshadow palettes, but I like the smaller ones. I think that these do look pretty. They look very fall. It's giving me a fall aesthetic. I wish the case of the eyeshadow was black, like the classic NARS packaging, but I suppose because it is like a special edition collection, it's like has that red climax packaging. But I think the colors look very pretty. It looks like a nice mix of matte and also some satin finishes. So this I will have to wait and see actual human swatches, because sometimes the promo photos look so different. Like sometimes they look so much darker or lighter, or sometimes they look warmer or cooler. Like it can be a little bit of a free-for-all with just the promo photos. So I'm gonna put a pin in this one, and this is a maybe. Okay, moving on to something new from Dior. Now, you know how they have the Miss Dior and they have the Miss Dior perfume and like hair mist and body lotion, etc. So Dior has come out with a Miss Dior hand gel, like Purell hand sanitizer, but scented with Miss Dior. I like the aesthetic. I like the bottle. I like that it looks pink and Miss Dior, but I don't know. I don't think I need a very, very expensive giant bottle of Purell, basically. Like I have those little tiny ones in my purse at all times, but I think this is a non merci for me. They have a hand cream as well, so you can like, you know, clean your hands and then moisturize afterwards. No. I am generally a very extra person, but this is like almost too much for me. It's going to be so expensive, and for what a hand gel is, it's something that I buy in like Costco size industrial vats and just go through. It's not something that I luxuriate with. It's not something that I look for perfume, or, you know what I mean? It's really not for me. And I love Dior. I love all of their releases. I love their fragrances. I love Miss Dior, the perfume and all that. But like something about coming out with a hand gel at this moment in time seems a bit gauche, if you ask me. So, non merci. Moving on to something from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Remember that moment in time when Anastasia was coming out with a new 12 shadow palette like every 2 weeks? They've really slowed down, and they are coming out with this new complexion product. It's a highlighting stick that has a brush attached to the opposite end. Yeah, so we have here several colors. It looks very inclusive. You have like a nice shade range here. I guess it's only 4 colors, but you do see a lot of flexibility here. Like clearly a very light-skinned person, very dark-skinned person could use these products here. Something about this kind of looks like Kim Kardashian beauty, like Kylie Jenner beauty. Something about this kind of screams that to me. I think it's the brush attachment at the bottom I don't like. That just, to me, seems like hard to clean, and I'm wondering how much product you would actually get in this highlighter stick here. Or maybe it's extremely convenient to just like be able to apply and then blend. But sometimes I like to use my brush separately and dip into my highlighter stick. And with this one here, since it's all attached, you wouldn't be able to do that. So I don't know, because I don't like to go in with liquid or cream highlighter directly. I like to brush in and then apply. I think this is a non merci for me. And it's also very confusing. Like I said, like they used to come out with like purple and pink eyeshadow palettes every 2 weeks, and this just, it's confusing, but it's a non merci for me. Okay, moving on to something from YSL Beauty. This is the Smoky Eye Summer 2021 collection. So this has apparently already launched in Italy. So in this release here, we are supposed to see 2 new Couture Clutch palettes, as well as mono shadows and some new liners as well. So the Clutch palettes here, we see 2 color palettes essentially. We see one that's more warm tone, and then I am seeing a blue cool toned palette here. I have yet to try these shadows, but they look very beautiful. I love that YSL clutch look. It looks like an actual YSL purse, although we know it's a palette. I think it looks really pretty. I would love to see swatches of both of these palettes here. Do I need another 9 eyeshadow palette? I don't mean need is a strong word, but I think it looks very pretty. I love the YSL logo with the black and gold. I think it looks really pretty. Now with the monos, I think I can justify a purchase a little bit more because it's a lot easier to use up a single eyeshadow, and it kind of seems more reasonable to buy another single eyeshadow versus another palette considering what I have already. I see some very beautiful colors here. There is a nice deep plummy purple on the side that I think looks really pretty, and then on top we have like a gold satiny sparkly color that I think looks very pretty. All the colors here, you know, some of them look very neutral, basic, kind of like workhorse colors. These look really lovely. These are just fun to get and add to your collection because single eyeshadows are very easy to just incorporate into everything else. We also have here a close-up of mascara and liners as well. I don't have more close-up of the liner colors, but this looks like a lovely collection. I think I would go for the smaller pieces on the side, like an eyeshadow, like a single eyeshadow, and maybe a couple of the single eyeshadows, and just sort of create my own palette in a way. Like if you get 2 or 3 single eyeshadows, it's practically a palette, so you get to build the one you specifically want. I think this looks really lovely. I think this is going to be a maybe for me as well. I think in reality, I am much more likely to purchase these single eyeshadows than the clutch palette, even though it looks beautiful, and I'm certain it would look magnificent on a vanity because it really does look like a YSL purse. Okay, moving on to some Bobbi Brown. So they have a new collection here called the Love Radiance collection, and this should be launching around August. This looks aesthetically very pleasing. It's very pink, it's very lovely. We're seeing those like iconic Bobbi Brown highlighting bricks. I haven't tried them yet, but I've heard that they're really good, like one of those like cult classic products here. So we seem to have a warm cheek duo and more of a cooler one. They look like they have a beautiful luminous blush with a highlighter over top. They look really pretty. They just look quilted and very inviting, and I just think it looks really lovely, and it looks very playful and fun, and I just think it looks really nice. It looks very convenient to have your highlighter and your blush together in one compact. You could mix them together if you wanted to. You could probably use this as eyeshadow if you needed to. And then also in this collection here, they have a couple new single eyeshadows as well. These look like neutral workhorse colors. We have one that's more gold tone, one that looks like more of a taupey, more neutral color. I think they both look really lovely, and they're probably very easy to apply and easy to wear. They really look like those one and done shadows. So this whole look to me just looks like effortless and just fun and playful. And then they also have these tinted lip balms. I don't know what it is, but I feel like we're seeing tinted lip balms everywhere. Everyone is coming out with these, and I think it looks great. When I think of Bobbi Brown makeup, I do think effortless, fun, easy, like very natural, like your skin but better. And this entire vibe to me screams Bobbi Brown. Okay, so moving on to a new release, like new brand entirely. So Christian Louboutin has come out with a beauty line, just like every other designer here. And there's a lot to talk about. So there are eyeshadow palettes and then also cheek palettes, but you buy them separate from the case. So the case looks like a studded refillable palette, and they have a black or a red one. And I have to say that the colors do look lovely. They have some nice selections here for the eyeshadows as well as the cheek colors. The cheek palette looks like 2 blushes and a highlighter, and the eyeshadows look lovely. I don't think they reinvented the wheel with the color stories, but you know, sometimes it's better to be safe than to go overboard. I've heard really good reviews online and good comments about this collection here and this beauty line. I don't think it's for me. You know, I'm happy to hear that people are very happy with the quality and the performance and blendability and all that, but I just don't know if I have it in me at the moment to just like dive into a new brand. I'm happy that it looks beautiful and the cases look very extra. I think this is a non merci for me. You know, if hopefully this beauty line will stick around for a long time and eventually I'm certain they'll come out with something that I'm interested in, but for the time being, it's a non merci for me. And there are in fact other colors for the cheek and also eyeshadow palettes. And I'm happy that they didn't do like 500 new products. You know, they're starting to come out slow and steady. A couple years ago, I think, they started with fragrances, or maybe longer actually. And then remember, several years ago, they did the liquid lipsticks, nail polishes. So clearly, they've been going slow and steady with this beauty line. So it must be going well if they keep adding to this beauty collection. Okay, moving on to something new here from Chantecaille. This is the new C-Screen Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So this is a sunscreen mist in a spray. Now, I can't see directly if it's for face and body or body only, but I do enjoy a spray sunscreen. And this one here is meant to be reef safe. And this is a product with Chantecaille that works in conjunction with a wildlife charity. So this is with Wild Aid Marine Life. So part of the sales from the purchase go towards this Wild Aid Marine organization. Now, I would love to test this out. Unfortunately, I do not think that this will be coming to Canada because Canada has the most extreme strict rules and guidelines when it comes to SPF, sunscreen, all that. So we probably won't get this. If we do get it, it'll be like in a year or two, but honestly, I would be shocked if Canada gets this through. So if you live stateside or maybe in the UK, you can test out the C-Screen and let me know how you think about it. So this is a theoretical oui, but in reality, it'll be a non merci because I won't even have access to it. Okay, moving on to our last item. We are talking about the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Balm. And this is part of the Tinted Lip Balm, Tinted Lip Moisturizer brigade that I was talking about. Every brand has their own version of this now, and By Terry is part of the crew. So this is supposed to be hydration, color, and shine in one, moisture injection into the lips, plumping effect, UV defense, and it's supposed to give you a nice nude shade as well. That's interesting that it says UV defense because I can't see anything related to SPF or sun protection. But anyway, this looks interesting. I'm interested in the plumping effect that it mentioned. I wonder if it has like a tingling mint sensation because I really like the By Terry Rose lip balm, but this looks like one of those like kind of on the go hydrating color lip balms here. The shades available are all in the nudie Your Lip But Better, but I guess depending on the shade you can get more of like a coral or a pink or a brownie influence on your lips. These look really lovely. This is not an item I'm going to run and get right away, but I'm going to keep an eye out and see if people have good reviews, and then maybe if I see a good review, I'll test one out. So I think that may in fact be a non merci for me for By Terry. But I think this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the roundup of what's new, what's coming out soon. I like to do this because I like to know what I'm going to budget for, what's coming out on the horizon, what should I splurge on. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sound off down below. What are you saying oui or non merci to? Again, that beautiful Chanel No. 5 collection from the beginning is just calling my name. If you're new to my channel, I highly encourage you to subscribe. And if you're a longtime follower, I highly encourage you to double check to see if you're still subscribed, because sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you for mysterious reasons. Alright guys, I think this is it for today's video, so thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!